Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to the Haru arc. We're gonna go quick here, not because I'm recording this 30 minutes before raid, okay? Give me some credit here. I'm recording this at like an hour and 30, no wait, an hour and 20? Ah shit. I'm recording this like an hour and 20 minutes before raid. And here's the thing. I wanna go quickly here, not so that I can get ready in time, because I just gotta log on and like repair my gear, maybe, right? Like it's not gonna be a big deal. But here's the thing. I haven't actually had, and this is a lie because I just decided to prioritize other things, but I haven't actually had a chance to eat today, and so I would very much like to be able to eat something before raid. So we're gonna go quick, so that I can get some food. And here's the thing, I was held up, alright? That's what the, excuse me? That's what the anecdote is for today. It's story time about building those models that I finally got from that 3D printing company. You know, when they told me it was here today, I was like, yeah, copium. But then I walked in the blazing inferno, the burning hellscape, and, yeah, no, they were there. It's pretty cool. But They did get beat, though. I ordered something from Noble Knight, like on, it was like either Thursday or Friday or something, and it's here, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. So they did technically, well, they didn't get beat, but they, like, arrived at the same time as, you know, they arrived at the same time. But, you know, I was very excited to, you know, to start working on them, because I've been waiting for them for, like, a month now. Why are these spells just, like... We got super lucky with the spell, and then now it's just like garbage. We'll roll, I mean, I'll roll until it gets thrown away. We got 7th curse, who cares? I mean, that's pretty based. Ancestral strength is pretty cool, honestly, yeah. I'll take that. Do I want to roll again? Nah, that's fine. That's completely fine. We'll just move on with our lives. And we can forgo ancestral strength now that we've casted it, yeah. We can forget our ancestry. Ancestry's a creepy company, by the way. They're like, hey, give us your DNA so we can, like, find out everything about you. We totally won't sell that to dozens of companies that are going to, like, abuse your personal information. We definitely won't do that. Just trust us. Smiley face emoji. Found footage, mermaid's wordless word coma. But anyways, like, if you're on the Discord, you might have seen it. But basically, I was using... they're resin models, and only games, they do, for the most part, I feel like, I don't actually know if they assemble or not. Like, when I get the, because I'm gonna get a 3D printer in, like, a month or two, because they're still on, like, the pre-order, whatever, right? Like, pre-order for, like, September. So I'm gonna get a 3D printer in a couple of months, when they're actually, like, when the one that I want is available. And, you know, hold on. I'm gonna get one. And when I get one, I'm going to just be printing these exact same models, right? Because I like them, and I'm not going to be satisfied with the first paint job that I do of them. And that's actually one of the things that I'm so excited about for 3D printing, is that I can see a model that I love and I'm inspired and passionate about, and then I can paint it, and then it doesn't matter if my paint job is shitty. You want to know why? Because I can just print another one, and then just try again to improve it, right? And here's the thing, like, only games, like, I don't know what, like, they were having a scuffed day when I made that order, like, they had to have been, because, and here's the thing, I'm not gonna complain about this, but I got duplicates of one of the models that I bought. There's 2 of them. There's only 1 base, though, so, well, actually, no, hold on, I bought 5 models, 3 of them came with bases, 1 of them that needs their base because they're in a dynamic pose where they're leaping off of something, that base doesn't exist. Like, listen, only games is across the pond. I'm not gonna say, like, hey, I can't build this one model because there's, like, a base missing from it, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's a genuine complaint, but, like, they were obviously having, like, they were having a terrible day. Like, so not only did I get duplicates of a model that I bought, and I only paid for 1 of them, but, like, 2 of the models were missing their bases, and, what is it, like, the other 3 were just kind of chilling, if that makes sense, And I think it's really cute how they package them, because they give you a blister pack, you know, like, it makes you pretty nostalgic, honestly. But, you know, it's kind of weird, like, from a business perspective, my order from Only Games was terrible, right? Like, it took, like, I ordered it, it said ships within, like, 5 days or whatever. It took, like, 3 weeks for them to ship it. And then, you know, it took, like, a couple weeks, 3 weeks for it to get here. And then it's like, which, I mean, that's understandable. It's across the pond. That doesn't matter. That's not their fault. But I do think it's like, and then it gets here, and then it's like, I can't build one of them, and then, you know, whatever, right? But here's the thing, I'm not really, like, overtly negative about the experience, because first of all, I got a model for free, and it's a duplicate, so that's pretty cool. And secondly, it's like, I don't care about the missing bases for the most part, because the model who has a dynamic pose, yeah, sure, I can't build that model yet, but again, I'm gonna get a 3D printer in a couple months. Like, it's not gonna... That can be one of the things that I do, is like, I can 3D print that model's base. And then that can be, like, one of the tests that I have, you know? It's like, it's not... Like, it's very strange, like... Because, I mean, I sent them an email, like, asking what was up, and they're like, hey, we're sorry. And they just, like, apologized, and then they sent it, like, a week later after that email. It was really weird. But it's like, I don't know, like... You know, small indie company, blah, blah, blah. That's basically how I feel about it. It's not a big deal, right? Like, I think that, like, it is what it is, and since they're across the pond, and since this whole process took so long, it's like, do you know how annoying it would be? You're just having, like, a shit day. Like, this is fan canon, alright? This is entirely fanon. I have no idea what on earth actually happened over there. But, like, you know, all I know is they had a technical difficulty TM. You know, but imagine that, like, you know, somebody puts in an order, and then it's like, you go to print it, and then it's just like, it goes wrong, TM, right? Like, it goes wrong, TM. And, you know, you're like, oh, crap, you know, you're worried about it, you're stressed out about it, and then you get the email where it's like, hey, where's my package? Just holds up, like, gun.png. And... I didn't do that. I didn't send them that email, I swear. I did not send them gun.png. But, you know, it's just like, where's my fucking miniatures? Where's my miniatures? And then it's like, you know, you're like, oh, sorry, we had a technical difficulty. We should ship them in a couple days. A week later, you finally shipped it. And then you realize, oh, fuck. We forgot... We forgot we forgot half of the model for one of them. And then it's like, hey, where'd this other one go? Right, like, we printed 2 of these, didn't we? Where's the second one? It's like, oh, shit. You know, it's not a big deal. Like, do you know how much, like, this is the loser, this is the hippie interpretation, but, like, do you know how much effort is put into, like, shipping something across the ocean, right? Like, whether it's on a plane or a boat or whatever the hell, you know, like, there's a lot of manpower involved. And it just, like, it doesn't... I don't want to create, like, that for, like, a, what is it, like an incredibly small scale issue that I can fix in like 2 months. And another thing that's very important to realize is, like, if it was a larger scale issue, why did I do this, by the way? I don't know. Well, we'll just get a couple bricks, it'll be fine. If it was a larger scale issue, I would complain about it, definitely. But it's like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, it literally doesn't, like, it's funny to talk about because it's an anecdote, and that's the reason why I'm bringing it up. But it literally, no, not Police Revolver Gaming, absolutely not. You know, it's funny to talk about because it's an anecdote and it's something that happened, and it's like, oh, can you believe that? A company got something wrong, whoa. Shit. Did we have money? I wasn't paying attention. Listen, I'll be honest with you, this is autopilot gaming. We didn't even check the Lighthouse, who cares? We're gonna win anyways, it's fine. We'll take the sanity. Ayo, this is, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say no to that. But, you know, you've got, like... There was a instance a while ago where I bought an army pack for Raging Heroes, or from Raging Heroes, that's the company's name. And if you're an employee of Raging Heroes, you need to plug your ears for a second, because it was actually my mistake. I didn't realize... Have I told this story before? I feel like I've told this story before. But when I got my package from Raging Heroes, and yes, that is their company name, they make really cool minis. When I got the package from them, I opened up all the boxes, right? It was this big, like, bag. It was not a box. It was this huge bag, because I bought an army pack, so, like, one of those bundles that comes with a bunch of stuff. And so when I opened it up, I got the boxes, and you know how I'm used to it. Second enemy, by the way? No, wait, first enemy, right? Yeah, first enemy. So, I mean, we can just, like, send it, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's 14, that's... Yeah, I mean, we could just do something like this, right? Oh, we could have also just, we could have gone about that in a couple different ways. But it's like, when I bought the army pack from them, it was like, well, it was like bundles, and they were having a sale. I got a lot of models from them, right? And so I got a lot of models from them, and I was really excited. So I opened them up, and I grab the boxes in the bag, and I take the boxes out of the bag, and then I open up the boxes, and I see the sprues, the minis, and then I look in the boxes, there's no bases, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, I guess maybe they don't come with bases. And so I look it up on the website, and everything that I bought says that it does come with a base, and I'm very confused. And so, and again, if you're an employee of Raging Heroes or Heroes Infinite or any of your other derivatives or any of your other companies, plug your ears, press L on your keyboard like 5 times, alright? Just like, you know, this was my bad. But basically, like, I'm opening up the boxes, I'm looking for the bases, I'm like, what the hell is this, right? There's no bases, and I look up on the website, they're supposed to come with bases, I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so I send an email to their support staff, and I'm like, hey, I just received the package, there are no bases. And, you know, they responded to me, hey, we're pretty sure that we included the bases in your package, because we double-check everything, but, or something like that. This is, like, years ago, literally, but, like, a couple years ago or whatever. And they're like, hey, we're pretty sure that we included the bases in your package, but if you're saying they're not there, that's okay. Well, we've created a new ticket. And they didn't even, like, ask me to prove anything or anything. They were literally just like, we're pretty sure we're pretty sure we sent you the bases, but this is second enemy, by the way, Apartment Stalker. They were like, we're pretty sure that we sent you the bases, but if you don't have them, that's the important part. We've created a new ticket, or we've created a new package. Here's the shipping number. They, like, again, it was literally just, I said the bases weren't there, and they were so nice, right? They were so nice, and they, like, before they even responded, I had a new tracking number, and they were sending the bases, which was so nice. I really did appreciate that. I'm like, wow, they've got amazing customer service. And here's the thing, they were doubting me in the email, but, like, they sent the bases anyways, without any questions, right? They were like, we're pretty sure that we did this, but, you know, that's what it is. And so I wait for the bases to arrive. It takes weeks because they're also across the pond, and which is why I bring this up. They're across the pond. Takes like weeks for it to get here. Like, I think it took like three weeks or a month. Sounds about right, but I genuinely have no idea. Again, this was like 2 years ago, so the details of how long it took are kind of irrelevant. But it's like, I asked them for the bases. I get the bases, and I'm like, awesome, time to start building these models, because I, like, cleaned them and prepped them, and I even built some of them without the bases. And, I got the bases, and I was clearing out, because what I'll do, and this is, like, real, like, rat strats here, but when I get, like, a hobby stuff, you know, there's a lot of, like, boxes, there's a lot of plastic, I'll basically just kind of, like, put it in a pile, and then I'll, like, throw the pile in the recycling or the trash, but there's usually, like, so much waste of it, I guess you could say, that you kind of have to, like, your recycling bin and your trash bin can't fit it all, if that makes sense. And so you kind of have to, like, divvy it up where it's like, okay, you know, this is recycling this week, this is trash this week, whatever, like, you know. You know, you basically, you can't, like, with all the boxes and shit, and here's the thing, you keep some of the boxes and you keep some of the bags as, like, to store the models, if that makes sense. Like, you can, there's a lot of weird stuff that you can do. But anyways, besides the point, I was rummaging through some of the stuff that I needed to check, because I was rummaging through packaging materials and stuff, because I was looking to actually, like, pack something up, you know? And I find the original Raging Heroes package, and I pick it up and I hear a rattle, and I'm like, what the hell? And so I look in the bag, and I don't see anything. And I move it again, and I hear a rattle, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? And so I reach into the bag, and at the very bottom of the bag, there's this pouch of bases, and I felt so fucking horrible. Like, I felt so fucking bad. Like, I mean, I felt so fucking bad, because it's like, what ended up happening was I got the boxes out of the bag, and then I just threw, like, the bag and, like, alright, this needs to be sorted, because it was a weird material. I was like, does this need to get recycled? Does this need to get trashed? And so I found the bag, and then I'm like, oh god. Right, because it got, like, it got put down in the queue, I guess, of, like, this needs to be disposed of properly, because there's just, like, so much stuff there when it comes to, like, boxes, and, like, you don't know what boxes you want to keep for, like, storage, and you don't know what bags you want to keep for storage. I ended up throwing, like, most of the shit out, keeping some of the bigger boxes, and throwing all the bags and all the packaging material out, except some, like, cardboard paper packaging material. I reused that a few times. But you take, like, for minis these days, I take, whatchamacallit, like a Ziploc bag, and I'll just throw the minis and the sprues in there. It's not elegant, but it's fine, right? Like, it's fine for storage, you know what I mean? But, like, I was like, oh god, that was terrible, honestly, that was terrible. Mermaid's Wordless Word. Listen, I've genuinely been stun-locked at this shit right here. We're doing TV terror. Fuck it. So, anyways, Raging Heroes. Great customer service. Great support. I need to make, like, an I'm sorry purchase to, like, buy shit that I wouldn't normally buy, just to say, like, I'm sorry. Because, like, listen. Assuming that nobody here is a Raging Heroes employee, I'm taking that shit with me to the grave, alright? Like, no shot, dude, no shot. Am I ever gonna, like, send an email like, hey, I'm sorry, I fucked up. But, you know, I'll just make, like, I'll just subscribe to, like, Heroes Infinite or something. Like, the next time, like, how much money do you think those bases put them back? Like, probably, like, $10. Bases are not, probably not that expensive, right? Because they're just bases. But, like, I'll wait for because I haven't subscribed to Heroes Infinite for a while now. I'll just wait for Heroes Infinite to come out with something that I don't give a shit about, and then I'll just stay subbed anyways. That'll be my penance. Like just models that I do not care about and I will never print. I'll just stay subbed as a penance. But they've been coming out with a lot of bangers recently, like the Plague City, the Pirates thing. That's some cool shit. Like I subscribed with the whatchamacallit, the what is it? They were doing like the Jungle Warriors with like the Lizard Men proxies and stuff like that. That was really cool, actually. That was really cool. That was genuinely really cool. Where you had the oh god, what like they were the Lizard Men. Like what do they call the Lizard Men now in fantasy? Like they were doing like, you know, because they always do scantily clad humans. They always do that. That's every month. You know, that's just part and parcel. But where you really get the good shit is when they're doing like the troops and the you know, like the monsters and stuff. Like that's the good shit right there. So they're doing like scantily clad humans, and they were doing like I do not remember what 40K, well not 40K, but like what Age of Sigmar calls the Lizard Men. I literally do not remember. Like they're just Lizard Men. Like it's not that deep. you know, Lizard Man in Soul Calibur 4 is the best boy, and you can never convince me that I am wrong. But like I don't even know how to put it, right? Like the best part though is obviously the like the reason why I subscribed is they had for the Jungle Warriors thing, they had an axolotl dragon as their like monster, and I was like, that is the I love that. Like it's just a giant axolotl dragon. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And then I think I actually did unsub for the High Elves. In hindsight, I should not have unsubbed for the High Elves. I should have just been like, all right, that's my penance, right? But the Plague City and the Pirates have been absolute bangers, and I forgot about it. I forgot. But the steampunk thing was also really cool. Like I really liked the whatchamacallit, the was like a giant like chameleon dragon thing. Like that was cool. Like that was genuinely cool. We're doing Doom. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I said I wanted to be quick about this, and yet we're like almost 21. We're 21 minutes in. Oh jeez. I'm still gonna eat. Like I'll just be late. Screw it. We do it live. You know. I'll just be late. You know, we can skip the update came in. You can skip straight to P4S now with no penalty. There's no restrictions anymore. So it's like, who cares, right? Like, we don't have to deal with 1 through 3 or get a skip or anything like that. We can just go into 4 and it's fine. I don't think Echo is out yet. Like, I don't think Echo comes out until it's the previous tier. But if Echo does come out, that'd be kind of sad, honestly. Okay, hold on. 4 Doom? Are you insane? 65% chance to hit. Good God. I mean, we'll take 2% Doom. Okay, thank God. We just took 2% Doom. That's fine, that's fine. That was a little scary element. Can we get like Lumpy Officer or something? That'd be great. Ah, shit. That's 5% Doom. That's actually more than that, because the village itself, threat level matters, but I don't know. It doesn't, who cares? Okay, so the actual anecdote for today. Finally get the models. I'm enjoying working on them. It's fun and all that. But there's some of them that are like full pieces that need to be glued to the base. There are some that are multiple parts, you know, that sort of thing. And so I get ready to, whatchamacallit. I get ready to build them. They're like build ready and paint ready. Well, you know, you gotta prime them first, but they're build ready out of the box. And so, because the only games they, like, cure, or at least I believe they do, like, they cure and, they remove the supports and they cure the miniature for you. And by believe they do, I mean, I'm fairly confident, like, I'm like 99.99% sure they, like, admittedly, I've never done 3D printing, so I don't know what a uncured versus cured model, like, looks or feels like, but my skin didn't burn when I touched it, so I feel like it's very safe to say that they cure it. So they remove all the supports and they cure it, and they do actually a really good job of preparing the model. And they even, like, I think they assembled one of them, right? Because, like, one of them has, like a crossbow, and that's the one that I got duplicates of. And the duplicate that I got, the crossbow was in half, and I had to glue, like, the bolt head and the actual, like, is it ballast? Is that what it's called? That sounds like a ship nautical term, but it's like I'm just thinking of, like, ballista, and that's where that word came from. I don't know, but, like, you know, like, the bow, the bow arc of the crossbow, and the bolt head, and, like, that was detached from the actual, like, main body that the character was holding, and so I had to glue that on, but the other one didn't have that. It's weird, alright? It doesn't really matter. The point is that it came in, it was fine. You know, that's the point. It came in, it was completely fine. No issues with it whatsoever. Hold on, we can absolutely break this. 100. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. We'll just hit every attack that we ever do, and it'll be, like, completely okay. Well, it won't, because our stamina is dying, but, hold on. This is kind of sus. Let's get cursed. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, sure. Because we're gonna get tireless, so that's nice. -2 reason we got... Oh, we have flesh regrowth? What the hell am I doing? I almost want to fight it. I almost want to fight it, but we're not gonna do that. Absolutely not. But, you know, I'm starting to work on them, and I'm like, okay, ooh, let's go. On your own Haru. For the first time in, ever, actually. That's true. For the first time ever. On your own Haru. We don't even have an eerie episode of Evolving Eels to get owned by. But, you know, it's just like... I'm starting to work on them. I'm doing... Like, there's basically no prep work involved, right? Like, with Only Games, they did all of the prep work, right? Like, they cleaned, they cured, they removed the supports. I don't actually... I'm pretty sure you remove the supports first. But again, I haven't done it yet. Like, I've watched tutorial videos, but, like, you know, you can watch a tutorial video on anything. That doesn't make you an expert. I'm pretty sure the thing is you take the model out, you remove it from the build plate, or the FEP or whatever, like the FEP, I don't know. But, like, you remove it from the build plate, you wash it, you remove the supports, and then you cure it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's sort of, like, the rotation? Like, I cannot think of the actual word, so I'm just using, like, an MMO rotation reference of, like, oh, you know, you just do 1, 2, 3. You do your 1, 2, 3 combo. That's your filler, even. That's not even your... It doesn't matter. Listen, I'm a white mage. I press glare, okay? I don't have a rotation. I press one button, and then a second button every, like, 28 seconds, and then a third button every, like, 45, or whatever size is on. I don't care. I don't remember what the size's cooldown is on. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like, you just press the size when it shows up. You don't... Like, you can delay it by, like, a GCD. But you might as well have just delayed it a GCD earlier, like before you casted it the first time, just to make it line up. It doesn't matter. We're getting lost. We're getting bogged down in the sauce, you know. Yes, call the police. Just so we can buy more smokes. That's super lucky, by the way. That was super lucky. Like that was super lucky. Like I'm not even gonna like pretend that there was any like. We have 7 charisma. It is what it is. We got lucky. That's completely fine. But, yeah, so anyways, I'm working on the models. There's basically no prep work to do. And I'm actually just kind of admiring them, right? Because when you watch a video of, like, a YouTuber 3D printing something, you'll see, like, the layer lines, right? You'll see clearly that it was 3D printed. And, like, this is one of my first times really looking at something that was 3D printed. Because, like, I bought, like, a bunch of cheap, like, non-copyright infringing, like, demonettes, so that I could practice, like, the demonette color scheme that I wanted to use. And they had, like, no detail, they were blurry, you know, and so there was obviously, like, they were obviously 3D printed, and they were obviously very blurry, but it's fine, they were really cheap, and they're doing exactly what I want them to do, and being, like, test models to paint, right, so that I don't have to... Although, admittedly, I am also using demonettes as test models to paint, because I have no internal consistency when it comes to the hobby. I just do whatever the hell I want. And it doesn't work out in the end, because it never ends. Well, actually, it might work out in the end, but again, like, it never ends. It's been ongoing for, like, 6 years, so... Actually, way longer than that. Way longer than that. But, like, 7 years? That's not way, but, you know. But, yeah, so I'm looking at them, and I'm actually really impressed, right? Because you have to, like, I literally have to look at them under, like, my magnifying lamp to, like, really see the layer lines. And there are layer lines and, like, certain smooth, like you know, like, smooth surfaces, so, like, a shoulder or something like that, or, like a pauldron. You know, you can see, you can see the layer lines. But after you add paint, you're never going to see those layer lines again. Like, you're never going to see those layer lines again after adding the paint. Like, it's true. This is just a 70% versus 80%. That's crazy. But, yeah, no, I was actually just kind of, like, genuinely intrigued, right? Like, I was just genuinely like, that's cool. Like, for real. Like, for real, I was just looking at him, like, genuinely, that's really cool. And so, you know, I need to glue a couple of the parts together. And so I'm like, okay, I accidentally ruined my previous batch of super glue because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's basically that's where that story goes. Like, I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. Don't really worry about it. I'm just stupid, so it's okay. Do we have feta fumes? Yes we do, but I'm gonna rest anyways, I think. Actually, am I? I will rest once. I will rest once. This should be good enough? Question mark? Like, we could die. It's unlikely, but we could die. That'd be a bummer. That's great. That's wonderful. That's happy. We're just gonna get burned? Does it matter? Does it matter if we fight here? We won't have a 100% hit chance even if we use the Dust of Seeing, so I don't really care. Like, we can just do this. This does actually count as a tool, doesn't it? Yeah, but we would die, so just do that. That's okay. Oh, we have holes. I didn't even realize we had holes. That's interesting. But okay, let's take a look at what we've got going on here for the lighthouse. I'll walk you through it. I don't see oh god, I see Takashi. Okay, so Takashi is gonna hurt if we don't kill him in one turn. Everything but charisma, so that kind of sucks. But we can potentially get dexterity done, because we should level up with Takashi and plus 10 EXP from strength. We should be completely fine. Do we have Heart of Darkness? I don't know if we do. Yes, we do, actually. We have Heart of Darkness. So that's going to be... So we're going to take -6, -3. Is that right? We're going to take -6, -3. Because it's -6 from knowledge and dexterity. And then it's -3 reason from the light source. There's no charisma check here, so the lighthouse can only ever do 3 damage, reason-wise. Okay, so... Like, I didn't even finish the anecdote. That's crazy. Like, normally, I either, like, extremely briefly explain the anecdote, or I just get distracted, and I never even say the anecdote in the first place. But I've given you the entire build-up, the entire lead into the story. Basically, what happened was I got one of those Loctite superglue things, and when I was it's the one with the weird cap that you kind of like have to screw on and unscrew. Oh, you do that for all super glue, but like I picked it up because I wanted to try it. And when I opened it, like when I was unscrewing the cap, like the thing that hides the nozzle. Okay, that's what I mean when I say cap. The actual like nozzle part of itself, like the clear white plastic part that goes into the tube, that also got unscrewed as well by just the normal act of me opening the bottle so that I could use it. And then when I applied pressure on it, pretty much my entire right hand got coated in super glue. And like when I handle super glue, like I mean I've been handling super glue for a while. It's a very important part of the hobby. I've had like I've not catastrophic failures with super glue before. Like I've never had anything close to my eyes, thank God. But you know, I've had a lot of instances of super glue, and so what I basically did was I just immediately like rinsed all my hands in water, because water is like a catalyzer for super glue, so it instantly hardens to a response to water. It's nano machines basically, but instead of trauma, it's water, you know. And so I basically like my entire hand was just like covered in crystallized super glue. And the thing is, like, if you wanted to, if it really bothered you, what you could do is you could get warm water and dish soap, preferably really powerful dish soap. I would recommend something like Dawn Platinum Ultra, and you just go to town and like washing your hands over and over again. But like I had stuff to do, you know, like it doesn't matter. It's just super glue. It's hardened, so it won't stick to anything. It just feels a little bit weird. And, you know, like several hours later, you know, like 5 hours later, like most of it's already gone. Because like your body's natural oil will just dissolve the super glue and destroy it. Like it's not a big deal. And let me just like give you like a public PSA, right? Like something that's very important is we're going to take -6, -3. So I need to rest. I need to rest up. Oh, we have flesh regrowth. What am I... It doesn't matter. We have flesh regrowth. Lighthouse is irrelevant. We'll use the Dust of Seeing here, sure, just because we want to kill this guy in the first turn. But basically, you know, you have a situation where... whatchamacallit? You have a situation where... when you look up on the internet how to remove super glue, or how to, like, you know, how to dissolve super glue, how to remove super glue, one of the first things that comes up is the internet recommends acetone or acetone, acetone, and I'm just making sure that we're both on the same page here, because, like, this is important. The reason why you should not do this is because this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I don't think this matters, but let's try to figure it out. The first thing that we did was abnormal arms, and so we would do... No, wait, hold on. We did, yeah, abnormal arms second. Yeah, that's so weird. We did TV Terror first. Actually, did we? Huh, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm too lost in the sauce at this point. But acetone, however it's pronounced, that stuff is, like, really bad for your skin. It is a very common ingredient in, like, nail polish remover. But, you know, that's your nails, right? Like, your nails. It's completely different than your skin. And so, just, if you ever need to, like, obviously if it's, like, something really serious, like, you know, super glue in your eyes, or in, God forbid, somehow, like, internally, you shouldn't do anything where super glue could get inside of you, because that would be, like, a fucking disaster. That'd be incredibly dangerous. But, you know, if super glue is anywhere near your eyes or anything like that, obviously, you know, seek, like, professional help, probably from, like, a doctor or the ER or something. But with the, whatchamacallit, with just, like, you have super glue on your skin, and you're worried about it, like, you accidentally, like, got super glue on the tips of your fingers, or it got on your, like, hands, or your legs, or whatever, just immediately get it underwater so that it will harden and it won't stick into anything. And then, you know, don't peel it off. That would hurt a lot. Just, like, harden it with water, and then break it down with, like, dish soap, and, you know, like, just dish soap and warm water. It'll, like, your body's natural oils, like I said, will disintegrate it soon enough. But just, like, you know, be careful with super glue, and just warm water and dish soap is where it's at. Like, it's not gonna give you the most effective, like, you know, removal, but it's fine. Like, it's completely fine. So anyways, I gotta go eat. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.